Hey guys, I wanted to show you a really quick scenario just to paint you a picture, right? So I've talked about for quite a while, you know how I always refer to my models as, my time machine, because I'm really good at identifying patterns in the past. When people say look left on the chart, they're just saying look to the left, identify patterns. When X and Y occur in the past, Z usually follows, right? So if I can identify those patterns, it helps me develop a predictive model to anticipate what's going to happen next. That's really all technical analysis is, right? Identifying prior patterns to predict the future. So if you take a look at the models I shared with you earlier, I explained how with my bearish outlook that I've been discussing for months, we're going to get a long-term extended correction on Bitcoin. But if you look at how it's sort of playing out, check this out. So the prior top was at about 14K. So this touch on 14K right now, we just finished a new monthly candle or started a new monthly candle. So if we start that short-term or that long-term extended correction, that's going to take multiple months. We're going to end up with a double top. This top at 14K from back here, which was in the summer of 2019, and then we're going to have this newer top at 14K. Now, if we have been since the bottom, we've been in an overall uptrend. What happens if you have an overall uptrend and you have a double top? Well, then if you start to correct, you have the potential to create an ascending triangle, which is one of my top bullish formations. An ascending triangle has an 80-85% chance of breaking up usually. So consider this for a second. Let me get rid of that. I'm just going to draw you a quick picture. Imagine that start this right now from 14K, we come back down. Well, how would that end up looking? Let me show you. You can sort of imagine it as so, right? So if we end up with a horizontal resistance right here, because we have a double top, right? But we've been in an overall uptrend ever since the bottom. Well, now we have a triangle formation. That triangle formation means that if I'm right about my current model and we're going to get a correction here, what we can end up seeing is, let me show you here, we'll end up with this long-term extended correction that can take multiple months, and then we hit that trend line support again. Once we hit that trend line support again, we can bounce. Then we test that trend line resistance or that horizontal resistance, that topside resistance again. So if that plays out as I anticipate, we're going to get an extended correction over the course of several months. Then we're going to bounce off that trend line support and we're going to hit that resistance. If we break that resistance, we're looking at a potential all-time high bull run coming out of the gate there. And if we get rejected from that resistance again, we're still within the apex of the ascending triangle, so it's still going to remain an extremely bullish formation. But this is the early stages of developing that bullish ascending triangle, and if you can plan ahead and think ahead, you can anticipate that. So it's something to keep an eye on and something to look out for, because I have a feeling we're going to be seeing a situation just like that down the road.